Yo, what's poppin', everyone? We are Minds That Matter. I'm your girl, Tassie Janae Jones. We got my girl, Shamoni.
Hey.
And we also got my dog, Nicole.
What's up?
Yo, what's poppin', everyone? Our objective is to promote positive dialogue that encourages forward thinking. We're striving to empower and encourage individuals through collaborative discussion. We hope you guys enjoy our dope conversations and content. Let us know what you guys think and hit us up.
And if you guys like the content we're bringing, make sure you subscribe to all our social media platforms at Minds That Matter.
Yep. So for those of you that have stuck with us or are tuning in for the first time, we just want to say thank you for joining us on another episode of Minds That Matter. We have now been posting episodes every other Monday. Nicole, would you say play us fuck up?
No, y'all, just let me tell the truth. It's my fault.
Oh,
hold up. It's my fault. I got a new job and it's exhausting. I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. Like,
it's a lot for you to deal with.
I just took a nap before we decided to record. So, like, it's my fault. So they're just giving me a little leeway. I apologize. But sometimes we have to alter things just for life's sake.
We're a team, so it's okay. I forgot what I was about to say. I was trying to say thank you to our listeners, because even if you tune in every Monday or every other Monday, or if it's your first time listening to us and you're backtracking on a couple of episodes we've done in the past, we thank you. We welcome you with big arms, loves, humps, and orgasms.
Humps and what?
Humps and orgasms.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No, you wasn't kidding.
She not kidding. She said what she said.
I'm crying. Okay. Let's get to today's episode. So, Nicole saw a really dope thing. We follow the Shade Room on Instagram, and there was a really interesting situation we kind of wanted to discuss because this does happen regularly in different households. I'm going to read it as quick but clear as possible, and we'll discuss each other's perception of this issue, okay? So, a man gave the mother of his child $600 for school supplies and school clothes, but the man found out that his baby mama had split the money 3 ways with her other 2 kids that are not his. The man had found out and confronted her about it, but she had explained her reasons that her other 2 baby daddies didn't give anything for their children. So, it wouldn't be fair for one child to have nice things and the others didn't. The man who was mad and told her that it's not his responsibility to look out for the other 2 kids that aren't his. So, whose side are you guys on? Is the baby daddy wrong for not considering the other 2 children who aren't getting anything from their fathers? Or is the baby mama wrong for, using the money that was meant for one of her kids from her baby daddy and, kind of expecting him to understand her situation, even though it's not his responsibility?
Why you work so hard?
Because I was just trying to really
digest it.
And analyze it, because it is something, I don't know, it's kind of deep. I don't feel like either party are wrong, but at the same time, I'm kind of like as a man, I feel like you should still want to protect and provide. Those are your children's siblings, you.
Yes.
I feel like, you should really care and want to I don't know, treat them as if they were your own. I'm not saying that they're your responsibility, but at the same time, don't make them the oddball, But
yeah,
I feel
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I don't know, and then hopefully, I don't think he should be mad about it. I think he should stand, but I feel like he should be you know what, I understand the situation you're going through, and I understand that maybe their father's not as involved and they don't have the money. You don't have all of the money, but at the same time, it depending on his situation, I have to be able to afford, to pay for things for my own child, and you're kind of, I don't want to say taking out of his child's mouth to give to the other kids, but at the same time, she kind of is, in a way, but I don't think that, I don't know, it's a sticky situation. I would, and I hope she's not making him feel responsible. These are all my kids, you should help, blah, blah, blah. Cause they ain't his kids. They not his responsibility, but I feel like he should be empathetic. He should understand, and he should treat those kids as if they were his own, how would he feel? I don't know, if his kid was being left out somewhere, because
exactly, that's true too.
He didn't have the same mother or daddy or something like that, but I don't know. I feel like that mother still needs to work twice as hard to step it up for her other kids, because it's low key not fair that she's using the I guess other guy's money, but at the same time, I understand her position, and I don't think she's wrong for it.
Well, as long as y'all know me, I don't think y'all know this, but I'm gonna tell you, or maybe you do. Maybe I've said it before or not.
Finna find out,
right? So, I always refer to my older brother's dad as my stepdad, and that's because not necessarily that my dad couldn't afford it, but my stepdad, whenever he brought my brother something, he brought us something. And I don't think a lot of people know that. So he wouldn't come around and bring only my brother clothes. He would come bring us clothes and shoes too. And granted, most of the time it was when we was younger. So maybe that was because my mom was struggling a little bit more at that time. I'm not sure. But he always made sure that he contributed to the whole household. He wasn't just contributing to his son specifically, unless it was like a specific event. So I know my mom talked about one incident like where my brother wanted this bike and she needed some more money on it, so his dad gave money for that. But typically, whenever he gave to the household. It wasn't just to one.
It wasn't just his child.
Right. So I can't relate. My stepdad was legit. And even to this day, he's the first person who calls me like Shanny. So he's very involved with all of us. He'd be like, who's your boyfriend? All this stuff. He'd be all up in our business. That's just how he is. So I would think that if I was the guy in that aspect, I wouldn't be mad. I could understand like, damn, I wanted my son or my daughter to have more clothes or more of this, that, and the third. But at the same time, I wouldn't want the siblings to feel like they were less than.
Right. Like you don't want to watch all of them struggle, but at the same time, you kind of like, dang, like, you know, I barely got it as it is, and I'm trying to, you know, put that money towards my kids, you know, so right. I get it. And I remember you telling me stories about your stepdad kind of like stepping in and helping a lot of y'all and like treating y'all all as one, which I think is great. It's kind of like buying groceries for the house, and you like, I know you think I'm going to feed all the kids. I'm not going to feed.
Right, exactly.
Okay, you know, so like that's different. But like you said, birthday present stuff, like, nah, like that's regular. But I don't know.
And like when they used to sometimes he would take them on like camping trips and stuff like that. Of course, I'm the girl and I was always supporting my mama, so I didn't want to go. Mm-hmm. But I can remember times where my little brother would go, like he would go with them. And so, I don't know, he's always never treated us bad, like my mom's other kids. He's never made us feel like we weren't a part of being his kids, mm-hmm. especially like because he got so many other fun kids. And rest right. to my stepbrother, Tony, but they always made us feel welcome. Like they never did us like that. So that
was a unit.
Yeah, we was one big ass unit. Right. And then even vice versa, like they would come and Tony would stay sometimes with us for weeks, like before summer started. Tasha, I can't remember Tasha coming to stay, but I remember Tasha more so like coming around and being involved, especially now that we older. And mm-hmm. so we can do stuff like me and her have been out drinking and shit. We done went to bowling alleys and turned up together and stuff. So I say that to say, like, I've never been in that position, so I don't necessarily know how I would feel, but I can imagine I wouldn't want to be the one that separated the siblings.
Okay, but you were in that situation as a sibling, not as like the baby mama, of course.
That's what I'm saying. But if I was a baby mama, I probably would did the same thing.
Yeah.
And if
I probably would do the same thing as well.
Mm-hmm. And if I was the dad, I probably would be like, "What?" But then I'd be like, "Okay, no, I ain't gonna do that. It's fine. Like,
right.
I understand. Go ahead."
I think that's how I feel too. I feel like even though his intention wasn't to take care of everyone because he was focusing on his kid, you know, it's his it's his right to think that their own father would take care of them on their end, not his responsibility to take care of everyone. So if he would take care of his own kid and initially, that's fine. But when she decided to do what she had to do because of what she, like being a single parent of 3 kids, you don't do what you have to do for all your kids with whatever resources you have, you know?
Right.
So he shouldn't have got mad. He should have just been like, you know, he can have that. He has every right to have the discussion. I just don't think he should have been mad because I know you laid up with her and y'all only have 1 kid together, but you know who you got with. So like she chooses to have more than 1 kid, whether people, and if they ain't taking care of their kids, she's got to take care of those kids. Like, you know, You
I kind of feel like, in a sense, like that's his family still. Like,
that's right.
You know, like I feel like once you have kids,
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like once you have kids with somebody, no matter what, in some aspect, that's your family. It may not be your direct immediate family. You're not living in a household, taking care of them. Y'all not in a relationship, but like that's your family. Like I feel like if I was to have a kid with somebody, and
that's my kid's like siblings. Like you already said it. That's perfect.
Right. Exactly.
It's siblings.
Right.
Do you want him to have a good relationship with them? Like, because if he keeps the mindset that don't give them this, don't give them that, don't give them that, because I give you the money only.
This is for you. Don't be sharing with your siblings. Blah blah blah. Like
with all the nice stuff, while his siblings is hating on him, they treat him different, keep him out. He's an outcast with his own brothers and sisters,
and they're gonna grow up resenting him.
But it's
really not even like the kid's fault. It's the parents' fault.
You know, having the empathy you had spoken about.
Right. Exactly. So I don't know. I feel like, like you said, he shouldn't have no attitude. He should understand, like, that's your family. You still kind of got to be like, I wouldn't want y'all niggas out in the dirt, you know?
I think that's another reason why I'm so adamant about, like, not being with somebody who has kids. Because in my mind, I can't separate the fact that that other person is a part of our family. Like, the kids is not the issue. It's the bitch. Like, I'm sorry. I know how they went left. But, like,
right.
Like, I don't want to deal with that. And I think that's okay.
Yeah, I feel like most times it's never the kid, but sometimes the kid always suffers, man. Like,
yeah,
in some way they suffer for sure.
Most definitely.
I don't know. I have another question for y'all though. Yeah. Unrelated kind of to this topic, but I don't know. I just feel like it was something else that I saw. I don't know. I just feel like I need to ask y'all, and it's really not even that deep. I'm making it deeper than it is, but so say that you go into a casino with your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, blah, 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 your partner, and they give you $50 to gamble with, and you win $100,000 off that money. How much money would you give them in return once you've won? Like, would you split it half? Would you give them 50 back? Would you give them nothing back? Would you give them like 10%? Like, do you think that they should have rights to some of the money that you came up off on? Like,
so my uncle is an avid gambler. Shout out to my Uncle Daryl.
I knew you.
Hey, Uncle Daryl.
I knew it was gonna be.
Daryl's an avid gambler, and the rule is if he pay, he get half. No, for real. Like that's like unspoken gambler rules. Like if he pay, he get half of your money. So like there's been times where we didn't went to the casino, and my Uncle Daryl loves to play bingo. If y'all don't know my uncle's the shit. He's hilarious. But anyway, so he'll pay for you to get in. And usually when he pays for you to get in, you hit. But that's his money too, because if
he paid for you to get in.
It's a good luck charm.
Right.
Yeah. So gamblers' unspoken rules based on my Uncle Daryl's term is if he pay, he get half.
That's funny. I asked somebody else this question and they said $50 is say you get in what you put in.
Oh shit.
I was like, damn, okay, like that's kind of messed up, but I get it. I don't know, like $100,000, like splitting it half. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I would break you off, but like half, you might not get half. I mean, it depends on like, are we married? Are we just dating? Like, you know, like what's the terms? You know. And
my slow ass, I'll be so excited. I'll tell you what I want, not even realizing, and they be like, "Fuck, why did I tell them that I want that full amount? Like, why the hell?"
I was saying the same shit when somebody asked me. I was like, "What money?" Like I ain't with no money, but at the same time, if I come up on 100 fucking racks, it might be hard to keep that one to you. I mean, like, you know, I'm not gonna be posting it, but I mean, like, I'm gonna be juiced. I'm like, fuck, I just want, you know, like regular shit, not like getting online talking about, I just hit for 100 racks at fucking Cosmo, like nothing like that. But I don't know. What do you think, Tasha? You splitting it?
I think I am not splitting it.
I just knew you was splitting it. I was like, she married.
I'm going to get the investment back, probably times 2. Like, if they gave me, like...
$50, so you giving them that times 2?
Yeah. Just like a lottery ticket. Like, you do a mega plier, you know, you get times 2, because at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm a fair person. Like,
oh, so that's fair?
$100 off of no.
You might as well not give me shit. If you win $100,000 off of $50 that I gave you, and you only gonna give me 100 back, you might as well keep that.
I don't know what I would do. I know I would give them something, but like,
Does that make us selfish? Are we selfish?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so anymore. I think I would have been like, yeah, that's a selfish thing to do because they helped you win that money. So you get half, they get half. No, because there's other aspects in your life where you're not selfish. Like, so that means you're not a selfish person, you know?
I think I wouldn't want to give half, but at the end of the day,
but would you want half if you gave somebody that money? You got to put yourself in the other shoe.
Right. And then,
but of course, though, we can always justify that. We want what we want.
Right.
Yeah. That's not fair. That's not fair.
If that's the person you with, in some sense, they're gonna get part of that money back anyways. That's the way I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm just not like I'm not writing you no check for $50,000, but over time we gonna spend that money together. But
probably just to sit in my account. But
yes, for sure, the account that I only have access to. But every now and then I'm gonna slide you some ends. You know, like you're gonna get a little allowance. You know, but. I don't know.
I might take advantage of that though too.
Of course.
All the time expecting everything you got. Mine is one.
Gonna be throwing it in your face all the time. You send up on $100,000, you ain't gonna give me that. Like you gonna hear this shit all the time.
No more. It ain't 100 no more.
At all. It's not.
But yeah, I think I would want to say that I would split it half, but I don't think I would. I'll be honest. Gambling rules is you split it though. Like if my uncle was there, there's no way getting around it because he's gonna find me. He gonna be like, "Where my damn money at, Shannon?"
I know how to disappear real quick.
But yeah, I don't think I could. Like the physical act of giving it up. That would be hard for me. I'd be like, "Ooh,
yeah, it is. It's already sounding hard. I'm already thinking like, yo, to just give away 50 racks like that, like how, like, you know, right. I don't know.
I could give you like maybe 5,000.
Yeah,
right. And even then, I might be like, damn, I gave this man $5,000. Like,
I would do a cool 10,000. That's 10%, right? Boom, easy. 10,
and just be done, huh?
Yeah, I'm good. I gave you $10,000 for that ticket.
I don't know. I couldn't. That's hard.
That's like the max.
You still have $90,000.
It don't matter.
All money in.
That's fine.
All money in, no money out.
It don't matter. I don't know. Just the physical. Like I said, the physical act of giving this over. Like
for me, it's stress. I'm fine when I don't have money. You know.
What if like you had this $100,000 and let's say you was in a relationship with somebody, y'all broke up, but y'all got kids together. Your husband, your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend is homeless. You gonna put some on his rent. You gonna get him into a spot. You gonna help him out. You know, I mean,
I would.
That's different. Yeah, I would. I'm a sensitive ass person.
Yeah, that's like someone that's cold-hearted if they wouldn't want to help, in my opinion. But this similar situation kind of just happened for reals in real life. Not the homeless part, but this man and this woman got a divorce. Like their relationship was not working. Divorce, like paperwork filed, period. Point blank done. He won the lottery, like jackpot.
I wish I could see her face. She's so excited. Go ahead.
Like I want to say like a month after the divorce was finalized.
I would have been
to court because she was like, nah. You won while you was with me, or whatever.
Right.
And was required to pay her even after they finalized their divorce. So is that fair? Because like they're no longer a unit. They broke up based on whatever was finalizing the divorce, and you didn't want to be with me. You didn't want nothing from me, and then all of a sudden I won a lottery. Now you want some of what I got. Now you want to be a part of this.
People are so fucking selfish. If I divorce you, I don't want no parts of you, bro.
Right.
Your fucking money. I'll figure it out.
I would be pissed if I had to pay him fucking half of that shit. I don't give a damn when I won that fucking money. Like, we not together no more.
Especially if that person's the one that divorced you. Like,
yeah, especially if they divorced me, they initiated the divorce.
I don't care if I initiate it. I don't want your shit. You can keep it. Get up on
right. It's just more frustrating that, oh, you wanted to leave me, but now that I got this good luck, I won this lottery. Oh, now you want a piece of my pie. Get thee gone.
Money changes a lot of dynamics of people. Like, a lot. It's very complex. Like,
it does. It changes everything.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think I've kind of went through. I you know what? I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. On this whole life journey, trying to fix myself.
Yeah,
and money is a part of that. So I've come to the realization money comes and goes. That shit is an asset and it's a necessity in some incidents, and then it's a burden.
Yeah.
So I would be like, fuck you and your money, get up on my face. Now, if I want the money, you ain't getting shit from me, bruh.
I don't give a damn what.
They went to court.
Fuck the court.
First of all, how should I even know? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, hold me. Like, I just really feel like it's just not fair, bro. Like, you don't.
I would be pissed.
But done. You don't want no parts of me. My money's a part of me. You don't need no parts of that.
Right. Yeah. If we went to court, I would pay the money. I would be pissed. I would pay the money, but I would be like, why, Judge? Please. Like,
right. Like, come on, man. Like, please don't.
Your Honor, no.
Like, Your Honor, you're not understanding. Like, I feel like I would be like making a case, man. I'm telling you, like, you're not getting any of this at all.
What if you said, okay, Nicole, we'll just give him the money for him to get him a place?
Like an apartment?
Yes.
Yeah. That I could do, like, and pay the rent up for like 2 months, but after that, like, cuz gotta get a job. You know, he should already do a quick job. He should.
Like, I just don't want to physically put no money in your hand.
No, yeah, but I'll go down there with him. You know, get the money order, whatever he got to do for the deposits and all that shit. But like, ain't no, oh, I'm gonna give you 10 racks. You go get you this place. You know, nothing like that.
What about you, Tassie?
What?
Is you giving away the money?
Am I giving who what money?
If the judge tell you, give him the money, Tassie, you give him the money.
I'm like, Judge, that's some bull crap. But I would give the money. And you don't have to give it all. You have to split it. So he earned, I think, like, he earned a good money, like $40 million or something like that. But you had to, like, split that shit in half.
No, that's too much to split.
His ex that left him. I think he was like didn't have a job or something, and like you know, like marriage got tough, and she was over it, no longer in love, and boop.
I'd have put a hit out on that nigga. Like, you not getting nope.
What if y'all had
Acrimony? Have y'all seen that movie?
Yes, we have.
All right, Shannon. Yeah. So basically,
I'm lying. Yes, I have.
Taraji P. Henson, right?
Yes.
Okay, yep. So for those of you that haven't seen Acrimony, Taraji P. Henson, they start her off as young, falling in love with this dude in college. She came from a good family. I don't want to say wealthy family. They were a good, settled middle class family. Like her, they could afford their own. Mom paid off her house, and she got through school. Well, when she met this young man in school, you know, he was struggling, was on a scholarship. He was living in a trailer, didn't have much. How long did she stay with that man?
Fucking 20-something years, bro.
Yeah, like 20-something years. It was a long time. They got married. You know, he did her wrong a lot of times, but he was trying to create like an invention. And it was going to do something with new energy or something really dope. Sorry for spoiler alerts, but this movie been out for years.
Yeah, anybody.
So basically, throughout the entire marriage, he never worked. The only thing he worked on was his invention. She working hours on ends, hours at job. Tired, giving all her money, her savings, everything to any supplies or parts he needed for this invention. Finally, her family talked her into like being pissed off at her husband for something. Watch the movie. They get a divorce. But as soon as they divorced, his invention finally worked. And he got a deal on it, became rich, and she started tripping. So, was she wrong? Like this, I feel like this is the same situation. Like, even with the divorce, all of that, like, are people wrong for moving on because of what their current situation is in? And they feel like they've reached a breaking point on dealing with what they've been dealing with for years. And it's not like they gave up instantly. Like, they've been dealing with the same thing.
She was like 25 years in.
For years.
On her house. Like, yes. She had 2 jobs trying to support that man. Like,
yes. But I feel like in that situation, he did it right, though. Like, he begged her not to divorce him, and she did it anyways. His invention hits, and he handed her, I think, $10 million. Was like, this is the money I gave you back that you gave me, plus more. He's like, I want you to be happy. But she wanted him and the happiness and the money. Like, was she wrong? Because he paid her back. This is different than movie.
I don't think necessarily she's wrong to want her marriage to work. But at the same time, you can't want something more than another person want it. Let that shit go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have just took that check and bounced, really.
I think so.
I feel like they would have never been the same, even if he did like try to take her back. Like, she was just too fucking tired, and she felt entitled to so much already.
Yeah,
but I feel like that 10 mil just would have been like. But I know, you know, when you with somebody and they struggling, they doing bad forever, but you doing so much to uplift them and putting work into them, and you know, being there.
You don't want nobody else to
you,
off that.
And then turn around and get with somebody else that's benefiting off your fucking greatness.
That's exactly what happened.
That shit will break you down because that's the person that you want for yourself. Mm-hmm. And then shit don't work after a while, and they turn around and take everything. It's
all perfect for the next
apply it to the next fucking situation, and it's just kind of like you feel fucked over no matter what, you know.
You had to go through. You made him who he was, and he's sharing the good part of his life with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I think. Well, you know what? I think I said this in a previous episode too. It's like release that. Because you had to be the person to help them build that foundation, even if it wasn't for you. Like, that's okay.
You talked about the branches and the leaves.
Yeah, everybody comes in for a reason. So if it ain't for him to stay, like, I know it's hard, but let that shit go.
Yeah, some people you are unfortunately with for a season.
Right.
As soon as they fall off the tree, they're done.
All that is going to cause you way more turmoil to keep him around than trying to fix it, especially if they don't want to fix it. Like, there's no reason to try if they don't want to fix it.
Right. That's true. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your fucking energy.
And then at that point, too, you become a just-in-case situation. That shit ain't fun.
Well, just in case a nigga try to play me, I'm going to be just in case beating somebody ass. How about that?
Not about to play.
I'm just kidding.
Not at all.
You are so violent. Well, ladies, what's the moral of the story?
I guess the moral of the story.
3 stories.
I know, it's a couple of stories.
Yeah, we went from, because the original conversation was about the baby father not wanting to contribute to the children that weren't his,
right?
Toward his baby mama. I guess, you know, there's not a moral to the story. We just have separate or similar opinions. Mm-hmm. So if you're out there in this situation, for single parents, we get it. We get it that it's hard to raise a group of children on your own. You know, we're not a judgmental podcast. So if you're having several different baby fathers, that's fine. This reality is you still got babies to take care of, and you got to do what you got to do.
And then too, just tell the person. I feel like the person is less likely to be upset if you're upfront with them.
Yeah,
have the conversation and you say,
communication. Absolutely.
I know you gave this money for such little Jimmy, but
Todd and Michael need clothes too. So
I'm sorry.
It sounds like a math problem.
It does, huh?
Yes.
But I agree, though. You know, and it's not selfish, and
we can't always expect them to be empathetic, even though we want them to be.
Right.
You know, so you have to be prepared for.
People aren't gonna always understand because people don't have the same mindset as you. They're not coming from where you're coming from, and they're not in your situation, so they can't relate. So that it's going to be hard for them to be
right. Exactly, 110%. Exactly.
Going back to the lotto question, I think that's personally just what you want. I personally would have to get a person something. I don't know if I could do half. I would want to do half. Yeah. But I don't know if I could do the physical act of doing half would be hard. I'm mad because you made me get this motherfucker my money.
Right. That divorce was supposed to be finalized for a reason. Like, we are apart.
For sure.
As of this date, it was done. I have no ties to this person.
Done.
I probably wouldn't even have to fucking worry about that shit, because if I hit 100,000, that shit going straight to fucking Sally Mae, bruh. straight to them loans.
You're on that stress right now. Well, if you guys like the content we're bringing, help us by continuing the conversation. Comment in the descriptions below. Let us know if you guys have any questions, or if you guys want to help us out with some topics. Feel free to throw some ideas at us. Do us a favor and join us on all social media platforms. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to all the podcast content. But remember, guys, we are
Minds That Matter.